Yo, 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 it's another motherfucking podcast with your boys Bill, James, and Tig'S. This is Excellent Adventure, episode 41. This week, we're going to talk about
Jimmy Butler and the T-Wolves' departure.
Yes, and we're also going to talk about the Cowboys and how they could possibly win the NFC East. It's all happening right here on the number one podcast in all of sports radio and podcasting and all of television and the world. Alabama's quarterback right now.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of the guy who got catfished.
Yeah.
Good for him.
That's right. That's right. It's another fucking podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right, you stupid funky bitch. You were listening to the number one podcast. I shouldn't call you stupid. Let's go back. Let's revisit that. You're actually
Smart motherfucker.
you fucking smart, stinky son of a bitch.
You college educated,
You debt enraged, college educated human being. We love you. And we love that you love sports, because that's what we're here to give you today. It's episode 41. We're the number one podcast in the motherfucking universe, you stinky bitch. Like and subscribe. I've said stinky bitch and funky, nasty, weirdo, all kinds of shit today. I've said all of it. I think I've insulted anybody and everybody who is possibly listening to this podcast. Thank you, and you're welcome. Today, we got a special guest. We don't have Eric Martig with us today, but today we do have a special guest of the show and homie, your big homie Grim. Whoop, whoop.
Dude, that's a nice sweater.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That is nice. I would wear
Woo.
That's tight.
That's right.
Thank you.
Is that all?
Thank you.
There you go. You're on.
I'm hot like a firecracker. Pow.
That's right. We're hot, this bitch. We're hot. I mean, we're not just hot because there's fires outside.
Thank you, sir.
Well,
Thank you.
got you.
Not just hot because there's fires. We're out here in LA, and a big shout out to everybody who's dealing with the fires. You're in our thoughts, and maybe somebody else's prayers. Let's get right into it. The motherfucking what? That's how they do it on the news.
In my
Hey,
prayers.
What are you talking about? And
My
Can't
prayers.
do.
well, that's how they do it on the news. It's like, hey.
I'm not mad
Hey,
at you.
they go. A boy was shot today. He was found in the street, 3 bullet wounds in his chest. And now we're gonna move on to Kobe Bryant won an Emmy. I'm like, what the fuck? That's how they do it. So that's how we doing it, motherfucker. We pushing on to the Cowboys. The Cowboys. Why am I pushing to the Cowboys first? Because I'm surprised that they actually sit in a situation. They are terrible. They're what, 4-5?
Yeah, but they got Amari Cooper now.
And they have an ability to possibly win the division. They just beat the Eagles to make them 4-5. Mm-hmm. What is going on with the world?
Coop.
James, can you tell me, do you believe that the Cowboys will really win the NFC East, back into the NFC East, I should say, and go to the playoffs?
Right now, I'd say it's 50-50 between them and the Eagles, but I mean, they just beat the Eagles. And
The Eagles have to play the Rams. They have to play, I think, the Saints. And they have to play somebody else that's really dope.
Well,
Atlanta?
then I'm sorry, but Dallas is making the playoffs.
Big homie Grim, where do you sit on it? Because me, James, and I think Eric may have even picked the Eagles as well. We picked the Eagles to win the division. Now, right now, they're tied for what?
No,
second place?
yeah, second. Tied for
Second
second,
place.
yeah.
Yeah, they're both tied for second place.
And the Redskins are in first place?
No, Cowboys are now in first place.
No, the Redskins should.
Redskins won. Yeah.
Should be in first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in first place.
They won 6-3, I think.
Whoa, why is my NFL not popping up? Okay, so yeah, I'm about to pull up the schedule for the Eagles. These fools have a hard ass schedule from what I remember.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, man. I don't think the Eagles can pull this one out, man. I mean, it's going to be a tough race for the end of the season, but I think the Cowboys could possibly make the playoffs.
So here's the schedule for the Eagles going out. The Saints are next. I was right about that. They then have to play the Giants. We'll say that's a W.
That's a no.
This at home. They have lost 3 games at home, but
we know they're going to lose to the Saints.
Yeah.
So you saying that's a L?
And then possibly, man.
They could win. I think they're gonna win. Look, if they lose to the Eagles, they're gonna definitely beat the Giants because this is gonna be like end of your season if you don't beat the Giants. And then the Redskins at home again, who are at the top of the division. Mm-hmm. Then they get to play the Cowboys at Dallas. Then they have the Rams. Then they got the Texans. Then they get the Redskins at the last game of the season.
And then they get to go home for the rest of the season. That's the toughest schedule I've heard.
That's the toughest schedule in football for the rest of the season.
That's tough. That's tougher than a motherfucking Ugandan fucking algebra class.
Yeah, that is. It actually is. It's tougher than I don't know if they even teach Ugandan.
That's how tough it is. It's not even taught.
They can't even teach this. You just got to pick it up.
It's unlearnable.
Right. You born with it or you're not born with it. And that's exactly how it looks there's going to be for the Eagles. Now, that means if you're saying that the Cowboys are going to win the division, that would mean that the Redskins are going to fall out of the top. And their story goes for the next few games.
Well, they automatically have 2
They have
wins.
to play the Texans. Then they play the Cowboys. Then the Redskins. Then the Giants. Man, it's NFC East month.
Well, Thanksgiving is coming up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So after the Cowboys and the Giants and the Eagles, they have to play the Redskins. I mean the Jaguars, excuse me, the Titans, and then the Eagles again for the final game.
Sheesh.
That's Washington?
That's Washington's schedule. Not really that much easier.
That's a wild card right there.
Yeah, they could. I mean,
Do you want to know what the Cowboys have to do?
I'd love to.
yeah.
See,
Probably gotta play
it's almost unfair because they obviously have a similar lineup because they got to play the NFC East division games. But they have to play the Falcons coming up next at home. At Dallas. I mean,
NATL.
at Atlanta.
Uh-oh.
The Redskins then play the Cowboys at Dallas. Then the Saints get the pieces. The Saints is going to be whooping up on the NFC East, isn't it? End of the season, they get this easy little... What did Ingram say? Savage. That's what when they ask him and Kimura.
Yeah, AK.
When they ask them, they say, "Well, what y'all do? How you feel like about y'all performance today?" Savage.
Straight savage. Bro.
I said, man, I'm glad them dudes came to start. Them Alabama boys, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Alvin Kamara's from Alabama?
I think, didn't he come on the practice squad for a second and then went somewhere else? He had an opportunity to be at Alabama and he left.
Yeah, he went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a beast like that at no Tennessee, though.
No. But, he wasn't getting them reps. He wanted to go to Alabama. That's what it
He
was.
was behind that other boy who got in trouble or something, or left the team or something like that his last, in the middle of his last season. He was so dumb because we don't even know who he is.
Right, exactly. You was a fool. Well, maybe he wanted to do something else with his life, Marcus. You didn't keep up with him.
We're talking about football, not microbiology.
Somebody who wanted to do something else with their life, Amari Cooper, to stick with the Cowboys. That motherfucker, you brought him up earlier, James. He's changed life in Dallas for
He's
everybody.
a threat.
Now
He's been a threat. Derek Carr is just straight hot fucking dog shit garbage.
it's bad.
Overrated. Overpaid.
He's bad. He's bad. It's like him and Dak Prescott are trading quarterback ratings.
Yeah, but Amari Cooper can get open.
He can. He's proven that. I'm glad you said that. He's proven he can get open.
He's like off the first one or two steps. He's probably one of the quickest
Oh, for sure.
wideouts. And then when it comes to the break, whenever he's getting away from the
foot.
receiver, his feet are so quick. And dude, it's unreal how fast his feet are. And he plants and just goes. And he's gonna be open if you can get a chance behind your lineman to see Amari Cooper, he will get you a shot.
And Dak Prescott is the type of guy who's only going to throw it to you if you're wide open.
Yeah.
I'm jumping off the Eagles bandwagon.
Get off of it.
I'm hopping
Fly away.
with the Washington racist team. I'm going with them, baby. We're fucking with them. Yeah, I haven't been fucking with them because they're called a racist name. But you know what? I'm fucking with them. I'm fucking with them. You know why? Because this is going to be a great segue. Because they had the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl and won Super Bowl MVP in the same Super Bowl.
What year?
What was it, 93? Doug Williams. Holla at your boy. Why is it a good segue? Because in the NFC South, there's a quarterback who claimed when he went to the Super Bowl, he was going to do something that no other black quarterback had ever done in the history of the NFL. And that is why Cam Newton is a fucking idiot. Because Cam Newton thought he was going to be the first quarterback to win Super Bowl MVP and win a Super Bowl. For some reason, he forgot about Russell Wilson winning it
Yeah.
a couple years before him. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe forgot about Doug Williams, as I mentioned.
Just look up
what I'm saying?
Wikipedia, man. It's
Just
a really easy
Google
sketch.
something. Just Google something. He also thought he was going to go into Pittsburgh and win a football game.
He got smoked.
Smoked. Woo. Smoked like we smoking this here backwood. Okay? Bad. Actually, he got smoked like a he got smoked like a backwood with only a gram of weed in it. It was real bad. It was falling apart at the end. The motherfucker was just like he at the beginning it was okay, and then it just started falling apart towards the middle, and at the end nobody wanted it. That was the game.
Very good analogy, sir.
I mean, Pittsburgh put it on them, man. Did y'all watch the game? I mean,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a first Thursday night game that was good. I was like really sick. I sat here and watched it. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. That shit was terrible. Horrible.
Yeah, just defense didn't show up, and Ben Roethlisberger just threw it on him.
Threw it on them. And I had to pick one of those two fucking teams, and I picked the Panthers. But I didn't pick them on my fantasy. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers got me paid. Got me paid.
How much you make?
$8 whole.
Nice.
Off 25 cents.
What you gonna do with all that?
What I'm gonna do? I'll put it on another game.
That's what I'm talking about. You gotta let it ride.
Don't pick the money up on the hot table.
So
We winning money over here, Illy.
that brings me to the NFC South, which the Saints look like they gonna dominate, crush, run off with. Now, who do y'all? Because I think the wild card could come out of this division, and if it does, who do y'all think in this division it'll come from?
It has to be from this division.
I think I said if it were to come from this division, the wild card, who do you think it may be?
I'll go Falcons.
Falcons?
Falcone.
Falcones. Whew. They look good when Matt Ryan doesn't have a defense to play against.
They look good when Julio can score. If Julio scores a touchdown, they're going to win. You can't really debate that fact this year because he's only scored.
This year, I was gonna say this year, the games that he scored a touchdown, they've won. So right now, that is an accurate statement. Julio Jones is the leading receiver in the league right now. Did you know that? In yards, he leads the league in yards.
Oh yeah, he's good for 150 any day of the week. Well, he scored last game, but they lost to the Cleveland Browns.
It's a fact.
Unfortunately,
it's actually a fact. Forgot he scored last game. He did get one in there. That game was terrible. I just want to point out that I said last week I picked the Atlanta Falcons to win, but because I'm not picking the Cleveland Browns will win this game. I did say that.
Yes, you
and
did.
God damn it. I'm telling you, man, this is bullshit. This is that bullshit. This is how you know the NFL is fixed. Okay? Because, you know what I'm saying? This shit is ridiculous. I mean, anyway. What are your thoughts on the AFC North. Excuse me, because we're talking about the Browns. The Browns looked good. They got Rashad Higgins back, which is really why.
Baker Mayfield's favorite target.
If I'd have known that, I would have picked the Browns. Nick Chubb, man. I'm telling you, man. Chubb.
One fast dude.
Getting his average back up to the 17.
I mean, they've won more games this season than they've won the last few years.
That's true.
And they did just fire their head coach and OC, and they won a game.
Only 3 games out of first in that division, with a half a season to go. Are we thinking Cinderella team?
Let's pull up their schedule.
Cleveland Browns next play a divisional game. Cincinnati Bengals at Cincinnati, and then Houston, Carolina, Denver, Cincinnati again, Baltimore. Yeah, they're not going to make the playoffs.
Oh wait, sir.
Who have they already beat?
Atlanta, Baltimore, and the Jets.
I think they can beat Baltimore again, and
Especially week 17.
And I think they can beat the Bengals.
If they beat the Bengals, then
it has to come within the division. They have to beat these.
This week is their playoff game.
That's right, and this month is their playoff series. Like that's when it starts. For them, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
For
them to win.
I'm picking them this week.
Yeah.
Woo!
They're not.
Get in this gridiron tournament, goddammit.
They're not making.
Put your money up. Hit me on the cash app. Hit the cash button. Ching.
They got money on. They beat Atlanta. You got to let it ride. You can't bench Nick Chubb now.
You can't pick the dice up
on that hot take.
Just double up.
Well, damn. You know what? They would have to. You're saying that they gonna win. You're not saying they're gonna win the division.
No, if they are going to, they have to win this week, and I'm picking them to win this week.
Woo-hoo!
If not, then cross them off. Go to the draft. Try again next year.
Little spoiler pick over here. Okay, I like that. Let's move up to the AFC East. I know we're skipping around. I just do it in the matter of importance, I believe. And the only reason I bring up the AFC East is because, man, I just want to talk about the Bills and the Jets. I picked the Jets. I feel kind of bad about that. What the fuck, man? Matt Barkley? Where did he come from? I thought he was retired.
I thought he went back to USC.
Right. I thought he was at USC studying veterinarian or something, like becoming a veterinarian or something. What the fuck? He came out and fucking threw for like 300 and some yards. Had I don't know how many touchdowns. What the fuck is that? He never even did that in college, man. This is the worst NFL weekend for me personally. I just felt like I was sick.
Well,
I was sick on Sunday.
You forgot to mention it's a revenge game. Didn't he used to play for the Jets?
Did he?
Or am I thinking of someone? Oh, I'm thinking of Matt Sanchez, the other USC coach. I apologize.
Mark Sanchez.
Mark
Marky
Sanchez.
Mark.
Yeah.
First Mexican player I know in the league. First Mexican quarterback, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
What about Teddy Bruschi?
Quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
I don't know if he's Mexican. Anyway. He said, what about Teddy Bruschi?
If he was Mexican, it would be Teddy Corona.
I thought they had a Corona commercial about all the Mexican football players.
I've seen that.
You've seen it?
The Latino legends.
Yeah.
I don't know, what's his name? Tony Romo, he like Puerto Rican. Half Puerto Rican.
Really?
Hell yeah. Boy, I'll be out here with these minorities. He's a running quarterback. Why do you think he's a running quarterback? Because he's black.
Jesus.
It's because he's black. Anyway. Did y'all watch that game and were you disgusted as I was?
The Bills?
Yeah.
I did not waste my time with the Bills-Jets game.
Man, I had to watch a little bit of it because I was like, that was my pick. And it's all of a sudden getting blown out of the water. I was expecting like 17-10. Either way. Not no goddamn 40, 48. What was the final score?
41-10.
41-10.
Sheesh.
Come on, man. That was ridiculous. Well, anyway.
They won't do it next week.
That was my little bit AFC East talk. No reason to ever talk about it. Go Patriots. But let's move on to the AFC South, where the Texans are sitting at the top.
But the Tennessee is right one game behind with this win over the Patriots.
It's true.
Are the Tennessee Titans for real with this 2-game win streak?
Who they got to play next? I think that
Indianapolis.
Oh yeah, this is all division. This is the best part of the year right here for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Getting all these division games, these rivalry games. They got to play in Indianapolis. I think they're going to stomp them. Derrick Henry's getting the ball more. Becoming a big part of the offense. He scored 2 touchdowns again. He's becoming a 2-touchdown guy. You know what I'm saying? It's about the Willies and the Joes, not the X's and the O's. And they got the Willies and the Joes. They letting them play. They got rid of their offensive coordinator. New offensive coordinator came in. 2 games. Pow, pow.
Yeah, I'd say they're for real too. And then after this week, they'll play Houston again, who they won against back in September.
Yep.
And hopefully take that lead.
Yeah, man. I think Bill O'Brien could choke off this division. This division lead. He's had a historic season so far with the Texans. They won 6 games straight. Yeah, they were 0-3. Went 6-0 after that. Man, that's fucking fantastic. Only 2 teams have done that in the NFL history. His team and some other team I can't remember. Go Google. Shout outs to Google. So anyway, I almost didn't even put this one as a like. No, I didn't. I didn't even put it on there as a thing, and I shouldn't even put. I didn't really want to put just the Rams up there. I just put the Rams on the board because the AFC West, that shit doesn't exist. It belongs to the Rams.
NFC.
I mean, the NFC West.
Yeah.
It belongs to the Rams. And the AFC West, I shouldn't have put it up there. It belongs to the motherfucking Kansas City Chiefs. The West is dominant right now. It's like head and shoulders, these 2 teams are better than everybody. The Seahawks might be really good if it wasn't for the Rams whooping up on their head every
2 wins, yeah.
So who do y'all think is going to challenge those 2 teams within their division? We can start with the Rams first.
An injury.
That was quick.
To Todd Gurley.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, Cooper
Kupp is out for the season.
He's out for the season. ACL torn.
Oh, wow.
Off the bone. I don't know if that's true. But he does have a torn ACL, and he is out for the season.
Sheesh.
So I'm glad that you said an injury.
And, but he's like maybe their 3rd option, maybe 4th.
I think he's their best wide receiver right now.
I don't know, man. Brandon Cooks is pretty good.
He's pretty good, but he hadn't been getting them yards because he's been getting double teamed. And
he got 100 yards this week.
Hell yeah. He showed out this week, but what did he have against the Saints? Not 100 yards.
But the Saints do have one of the best.
They're starting to. Because they got Eli Apple. Boy, that defense is looking way better since they traded for him. Mm-hmm. And since they got Mark Ingram back, they looking way better. But let's go on to the AFC West, since the NFC West is very boring. That's why I just wrote Rams on the whiteboard. AFC West, who you think is going to challenge them?
Chargers.
You believe in them?
I do believe in them.
Staying with them.
This is the best season I've seen in maybe 10 years.
Kind of struggled with the Raiders last week.
Did they?
Yeah, they should have been scoring. That should have been like 35-3.
Air quality. Bad air quality.
Hey, it's the smoke, man. It's the fires,
It's
man.
fucking all of us up.
Fires fucking everybody up. And everybody in here coughing and clearing their throats and shit. So I'll accept that excuse only for this one weekend, because the Raiders are supposed to be the shittiest team in the league and yada yada yada. So just trying to figure it out. You guys going with that? You guys going with the Chargers?
Well, it definitely
Marcus, you're not going with the
open.
Chargers? You saying nobody? Or you going with the Chargers?
Oh no, man! They have to play the Chiefs, but they're not in their division.
Yeah, they're in the same division.
Oh, for real?
Chargers, that's why we talking about Chargers in the same division.
Yeah, well, dude, the Chiefs are fucking.
They've only played each other once so far this year.
And they have to play each other again.
Already. I should say they already played each other.
And the
once.
Chiefs and the Rams have to play each other again, like this weekend, or on this Monday night.
Do the Chiefs and the Rams play?
Let's find out.
Yeah, because the game
Chiefs
got
and the Rams.
the game got moved from Mexico.
Oh yeah, they
City.
playing in L.A.
Yeah, and it got moved to L.A. I bet those tickets would be a little bit cheaper too, since it just got moved, and people weren't expecting the game to be there.
That might be a Super Bowl preview.
Maybe.
If New Orleans falls off.
Yeah, if Tom Brady has a heart attack.
Well, it's just those four.
Oh, hey man, yeah, because they're talking crazy about old TB.
Oh man, they don't want none of this. They don't want none of this work. I'm trying to tell you, they don't want this work. So anyway,
Gronkowski is just taking his mid-season vacation.
Exactly.
Once he comes back, this whole thing will start humming again.
exactly, it's gonna be on point.
This happens every year.
Edelman was hurt playing in this game. He shouldn't have been playing. But,
And Sony Michel had just coming off an injury.
Yep, he shouldn't have been playing. Shouldn't. None of them should have played. And they probably didn't know they were gonna play, because that's how Belichick is. Niggas crazy. Which one did we miss? Did we miss any? I don't think we missed one, really. We went kind of fast.
Oh, the Titans.
No, we talked about the Titans.
Talking about the Titans.
We talked about the Titans. We talked about Derrick Henry. He scored 2 touchdowns. He's the man. Well, time to go into the picks. About to pick these picks like my motherfucking nose.
Starting off on Thursday night, Green Bay at Seattle.
Green Bay at Seattle. Green Bay sucks. Obviously trying to tank. Seattle looks good when they play the Rams.
Rams
sudden-
defenses and all that.
All of a sudden, the Rams are giving up rushing yards like crazy. Or is it all of a sudden the Seahawks are able to run the fuck out of the ball?
They got those 3 nice running backs.
Exactly. And, no coincidence that they went up against the Saints the week before, gave up a bunch of yards to some really good running backs. I'm going to say Seahawks in Green Bay's season.
Ends
it.
Oh, wow.
It's over for them. No motherfucking division hopes. No playoffs. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Rest in peace. I'm also taking the Seahawks.
Ooh.
Yeah, them Hawks, man.
Hawks. We're going with the 12th man.
Moving on. Dallas at Atlanta.
Oh, I'm going with Julio Ocho. And I'm going with Calvin Ridley.
There's a lot of star-studded Alabama talent.
Woo! I'm going with them boys.
I'm going the opposite.
Oh, you going with them boys?
I picked them to win the division. This is when it starts. They get back to 500 in Atlanta. Dallas.
That's wishful thinking. I think them Dirty Birds are going to try to play, and I think they're going to come off.
If somebody does the Dirty Bird, I'm guaranteeing a win. Okay? Somebody could just do one of them Dirty Birds, bruh. Then I'm having fun. That's what they need to bring back. That's what they need, some swag up there in Atlanta, man. That's why they keep losing these easy games. Anyway, who's next on the docket?
Maybe an easy one. Carolina at Detroit.
Man, I'm really hoping that I never have to be in this position again.
Picking against you.
Like, come on, can't somebody that I love play the Panthers so I can just be like, yo, fuck the Panthers. I'm going with this other team. No, that's not what's going to happen. Fuck, man, I don't like Cam. He showed every reason why I don't like him last week. And, but McCaffrey, he's going off, man.
Is he the best white running back ever?
No.
Who is?
I can't think of him right now.
Tampa Bay, the running back for Tampa Bay.
There's a lot of them, man. Mike Evans.
Is black.
No, there's Mike Evans.
No, I'm not talking about him. John.
He played at Auburn.
John.
Mike Evans. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
That boy's
Oh,
bad.
no.
I'm going Carolina.
I think the Lions might win.
All right. Tennessee divisional game at Indianapolis.
Let's go Titans.
I'm going Titans too.
We need to go get some
I kind of already
Lays.
gave my little, I'm going with the Titans. Thumping on them.
Black.
Wait, hold on. I'm going with a Derrick Henry. 3 touchdowns.
Hello.
Breaks his 2 touchdown game record.
I love it.
If they get Deion Lewis off the field.
Get that whack ass dude off the field. That's why he didn't get paid.
Black Mike Evans, Tampa Bay at New York Giants. I don't think this is so easy one to pick.
I think the Giants are going to win. Because Tampa Bay is just, they're tanking.
Tampa Bay by 3.
All right. I'm also going Giants. I think Eli's finally showing up, and Tampa Bay isn't that good at defense.
Don't be fooled. They just played the second worst team in the NFL.
I'm telling you, if the Giants lose one more game, OBJ is going to go in there and punch Eli in his fucking face. You're going to hear about it. They going to, just like Draymond did to KG. Punch him in his fucking face.
That may be true.
Houston Texans at Washington.
What? Man, I'm going with those. Man, this is a trap game, guys. Just so you know. It's at Washington.
Mm-hmm.
They've won their last 2 home games.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex Smith doesn't seem to be playing any motherfucking games with these people. But I'm going to go with Deshaun Watson.
Same Z's.
Texans.
Yeah. Let's go Texans.
By 3.
7-game win streak.
Texans by 3.
Pittsburgh. Oh my God, this is easy. Pittsburgh at Jacksonville.
No Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, Jacksonville. Nobody good. Jacksonville's got Leonard Fournette back.
He was back last week. Didn't help. Going with Pittsburgh.
I am also going with Pittsburgh Steelers.
Or who?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, dude, yeah, the fucking Jags, they're dust.
Done. He's going with the Steelers. So that was too easy.
Here's a good one. Cincinnati at Baltimore.
Cincinnati at Baltimore. Which one of these dumpster fires is going to resurrect their their season so they can attempt to get into these fucking playoffs.
Cincinnati.
I'm going Cincinnati. Hugh Jackson just came back as an assistant for the offense, whatever that means. Gonna get his fucking little project. What's his name? Andy Dalton. Mm-hmm. Probably get him right back on
Hold
track.
on. You know AJ Green is out for a while, right?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I know. But you know who else is out? Joe Flacco. He's going to be in the game, but he's out. He's done. I'm done with him. And if they play Lamar Jackson, instead of putting him in, I'm still going with the defense of the Cincinnati Bengals over the offense of the Ravens.
I'm going the opposite way. I'm going Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I don't think there's anything scary about. I don't know. They got Joe Mixon. I will take Cincinnati as well.
Be more. You got left in the dust, baby. You got left back there. It's at Baltimore too, right?
It is.
We're being
Baltimore.
so disrespectful right now. We're being so disrespectful.
DMV. Oakland. Did you get your pick?
Oh yeah, Cincinnati.
Oakland at Arizona. Arizona's not doing too bad.
These are two real dumpster fires right here.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be the worst?
No way can I pick Oakland. I'm going Arizona.
You're saying Oakland does not get 2 wins this season?
Not 2 wins at all.
There's going to be a lot of racism in the air in Arizona. Oakland comes into town.
There's always racism in the air in Arizona. Doesn't matter. Doesn't take teams coming into town. That's why I'm going to go with Oaktown.
Who you got?
Oakland or the Cardinals?
I don't know, man.
Raiders. That's why
I know that
I'm going with the Raiders.
the Cardinals are garbage, and I really don't ever want to pick them as while they're as sorry as they are. So I'm going to have to go with Oakland. 2
Oakland picks. That might be a record here. Moving on, Denver divisional at LA Chargers. In LA, no longer Mexico.
Yes, for all of our Spanish-speaking friends.
Arrivederci.
And perdón. And perdón. Arrivederci and perdón.
Au revoir.
And vous vous say avec moi.
Because we not playing no games up there, even though the Rams are still in Denver practicing at high altitudes, just in case they still end up playing there. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs putting one on top of Jared Goff's head.
Man, it's Denver at LA Chargers.
Oh, we talking about the Chargers?
Yeah. Oh, is it? I apologize. The other LA was going to play in the Rams. My bad.
Oh, okay.
LA Rams are playing in LA. So are the Denver LA Chargers just a day earlier.
Okay. So I got confused.
Yeah, my bad. That's my bad.
So it's okay. So back it up like a U-Haul truck. Denver sucks.
Yep.
Von Miller has 2 sacks. Mm-hmm. Chargers win. They go with the running game.
Agreed.
Don't pick Phillip Rivers on your fantasy team this season for the rest of the season because they're going to run the ball. Who you got, Chargers or Broncos?
I'm going to go with Chargers, man, because the Broncos are garbage this year, too.
Garbage.
Philadelphia at New Orleans. Can we just pick New Orleans and move on?
Yes.
Minnesota at Chicago. Divisional.
Do you believe, this is the question, do you believe that First Cousins is going to go out here and get Mitch Trubisky? That's the question. Which quarterback is you going to take?
Look, Mitch Trubisky has gotten a lot of touchdowns. But if you watch the game, there is not a defender within 20 yards of these wide receivers.
It's a fact.
Every time he does throw it to a defended player, it's nowhere close to the wide receiver.
Nope. It's a little high.
So I can't pick Mitch Trubisky. But if Minnesota leaves these wide receivers wide open, yeah, I'll go with them. But I'm not going to bank on it. So I'm going Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh. Going with them Vikes. Purple people eaters. Who you got? Minnesota or the Bears?
I'm going to go with the Bears, man. Khalil Mack is going to put that smack down on that.
Says at home?
It is in Chicago.
It's going to be windy. It's going to be cold.
And it's a night game.
I'm going to have to go with them Bears.
All right.
I agree. It's going to be something of... It's going to be a real big problem for Kirk Cousins to deal with Khalil Mack.
Oh, he's the best.
So I'm gonna say that knocks it, that cancels it out, sums up.
But that wasn't the question. You asked Kirk Cousins.
It was a trick question.
Or Mitch Trubisky.
That's right. It was a trick question. I actually don't like either one of these quarterbacks, and I think that one of them is grossly overpaid.
Okay.
His name's Mitch Trubisky. Oh, that was a good joke.
That was a good joke.
No, I'm going with the Bears. Who's next?
All right. Final games Monday night in LA, not Mexico. Kansas City at LA Rams.
That's right. You guys already got the breakdown for me. The Rams look amazing, but Patty Mahomes, baby, Patty Mahomes. The Kansas City Chiefs have quickly become a team we don't talk about much because there's not much to talk about. They're good. I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs, taking one away from
in LA.
In LA, what's it to you? What's it to you? It's LA, baby. We in the sun enjoying this weather
and that air quality.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I think this is going to be a 50-point to 45-point win for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Woo! 2 LA picks. I mean, we in LA. 2 Kansas City picks against the LA Rams. Mm-hmm. Who you got?
You guys are tripping without a roadmap. I'm going to have to go with the Los Angeles Rams.
Can't go with the Rams because the Rams have been struggling to defend
and
everything. The running game. And Aaron Donald, he is losing it. He's showing the frustration by getting his head knocked in every day. He's not liking it. He's not liking it. Mm-hmm. Saying, "Hey man, we got to be better." Trying to choke out white men on the field. It's not working out.
See that Saturday Night Live thing where they electrocute that goat? Anyway, it's from the 90s.
He's like, remember the 80s? Yeah, I remember that. That was Jim Brewer.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jim Brewer. We know you listen to the podcast, obviously. So anyway, that's your picks. Don't ask us to repeat them. Because if you do, we'll tell you to
listen to the podcast.
Listen to the motherfucking podcast. And if you really want to have fun, it's time to move on to the NBA.
Jimmy Butler. Oh, Anthony Towns. Another rebound.
Simmons on his forehead.
Boom, 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 boom. Ben Simmons missing a shot.
Hasn't hit a three-pointer in 2 years. Since 2 years.
Hasn't taken a three-pointer, I don't think, all season.
Yep.
So, anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the trades, baby. Trades.
Blockbuster.
I think that the motherfucking Minnesota Timberwolves got way better. I think that they just became way better. They actually won the trade, in my opinion.
I think it's addition by subtraction.
Exactly. Karl Anthony Towns, 25 and 21.
First game without Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Balling
out of sight.
I think Robert Covington is every bit as much the defender as Jimmy Butler is.
Bam.
And they just got Dario Saric,
Shooter.
who might be their best 3-point shooter now.
And it changes up their lineup, makes them less of dribble, drive, ISO drive, ISO drive. It's like a bad cheat code to a basketball video game.
It's joystick stuff. Joystick offense.
Yeah, that's all they do. And, now I think Tibbs, they call me Mr. Tibbs. He's going to get a lot more wiggle room with his lineup and what he can do as far as spacing the floor. And the 76ers get somebody who can play defense and can shoot and do everything that's needed out of them. But they don't have the shooting. I think they got to move J.J. Redick into the starting lineup.
I think that will definitely happen soon.
And because he's shooting better than he shot last year, which was over 40%.
Oh no,
I think he's shooting 44% this year. He should be starting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta keep JJ Redick in the starting lineup.
Well, Sark was in there, but now he's gone, so you got to put him in there.
Yeah, and plus I think they were they're also starting Fultz because I think they were like, all right, we're not going to win anytime soon. Let's get these young guys some reps. But now with this Jimmy B trade, I think they are thinking let's win now because the Celtics seem to be struggling. Maybe the East is open. And they made this superstar trade. And now I'm pretty sure JJ Redick will be in there to space these defenders out so Jimmy B, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid can get into the basket.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. You mentioned the Timberwolves. I mean the Celtics. Struggling.
I say quote unquote struggling. I'm not too afraid that they can't put it together. I mean,
I agree. Did you guys hear what Kyrie said?
What'd he say?
Said, paraphrasing, he basically said his team is too young and not, getting too caught up in the hype. He said, we're not as good as we think we are. And he said they have some vets, but they need another vet.
Another vet? They got Al Horford, Gordon Hayward. Is Marcus Smart considered a vet?
Nah.
Utility
youngster.
Mm-hmm.
Still, he's a one and done guy. That's why he seems like he's not that young.
Oh, I see.
But I think he's wrong in the fact that they need another vet. He's right in the fact that the young guys got to stop being so young. They got to mature quick because all these games matter. People think, the games early in the season don't matter because they watch too much fucking TV. Because every game matters, when you get down to the end of the season and you're 2 games behind some shitty ass team and you miss the playoffs because that one, you can fucking beat that team. You probably mollywop that team all season, but they got 2 more games than you do.
Mm-hmm. Bet you wish you took that September game or October game a little more seriously.
Exactly. Which brings me to the Lakers. Who is also struggling and taking kind of lackadaisical type of attitude towards the season.
If you want to beat the Lakers, you got to play the game within the game, which is hack a LeBron.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you have to collude.
No.
Because that's all that took place with the Tyson Chandler situation.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure collusion.
LeBron James just called up his buddy Damon Jones, who happens to be running
Mario
the
Chalmers.
team. And Mario Chalmers and Damon Jones are over there.
James Jones. Yeah. And Damien is on the team.
Yeah.
He's an assistant.
Yeah. So, y'all planning on buying out that contract in 3 months? No, why don't you just go ahead and make that happen right now? I'm going to go ahead and need him right now.
Remember those rings I got you?
Remember how you was on the team? Remember how you was on Cleveland staff last year? Because me? Remember how you been in the NBA for the last 16 years because of me?
Yeah, that house is real nice. You got me to think about.
Oh, yeah, you better go ahead. Remember, it's still in my name. Hey, man, Tyson Chandler got bought out so quick, man. Carmelo Anthony was like, damn, I had to get traded to a whole nother team and goddamn everybody put my business in the street. They just let him go. Gave him his money. Dwayne Wade looking around like, damn, I had to do the same thing, man. What's going on? They just paid Tyson Chandler. That's collusion. So that's actually the only way you can beat the Lakers, really.
Basketball wise, this dude is a huge upgrade to this team.
He is.
I don't know if you've been watching the games, but him and JaVale McGee are really good at offensive rebounds. They extend plays. Unfortunately, it goes to LeBron James, who looks at the ball for 5 seconds and launches a bad three-pointer.
Right. The problem with this offense right now is that LeBron James doesn't know how to play offensive basketball, but that's what I've just been saying for 16 years. But
and you know what? When he if the ball somehow gets into Lonzo or Rondo's hand, and it's almost an automatic score whenever they do pass him because he is moving off the ball and he seals someone off on the baseline or whatever and can just get an easy layup or miss and then get the rebound easily and get a layup.
I mean, the only reason I say that LeBron James doesn't know how to play basketball, offensive basketball, in a system, in an offense, a real offense, is because they tried it in Miami. They lost the finals. And then the next year they said, look, we're just going to let him do whatever he does. And then they won. And maybe that works. Maybe that works in a couple of places with very specific players around you.
Well, they won because James Harden did a no-show.
There you go. You better go ahead and tell him. Because James Harden had them got them big eyes. When he get them big eyes, it's over. I'm sorry, James Harden fans. When James Harden get them big eyes, it's over. The Clippers, surprise teams. Clippers look great.
These two rookies are really just contributing fast.
It's crazy. Rookies are contributing fast. Well, the Kings look pretty good as well. Mm-hmm. They don't have a rookie though. Well, what's his name? Fox. What's his name?
No, it's the second year guy. I know who you're talking about.
What's that motherfucker's name? Who? He got the crazy ass hair.
Yeah.
What's he from Oklahoma?
Pick number 2. Fucking. God damn it. This is great radio.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I was about to say
I got it. It is Sacramento.
The Kings look
good. Oh, Bagley the third.
Yes, they look great.
Marvin Bagley the third.
Yes, Marvin Bagley Jr.
Marvin Bagley Jr.
But they also got Willie Cauley-Stein, who's about.
That's what I was about to say. Willie Cauley-Stein has really been looking great. You was talking about JaVale McGee. Mm-hmm. I think Willie Cauley-Stein and JaVale McGee might be head-to-head battling for most improved player.
I agree.
By the end of this season.
JaVale McGee was good with Golden State. He just didn't get that much playing time.
Yeah, he averaged 12 minutes a game, so I could be good. I could look good 12 minutes a game. I could look good 12 minutes a game. That means he's getting in at garbage time when they up by 30 points. I'm going to look great. I'm going to throw up some shots and fall backwards.
Yeah, he's one skinny dude too.
Yeah, he's skinny. He's about as skinny as me, for real. Also, very surprising team. I want to keep it going with these motherfuckers, the Denver Nuggets. They are number 3.
Yes, they are.
Let me ask you a question. Now that I've mentioned the Denver Nuggets, because that's all I really give a fuck about them. Portland Trail Blazers. We're going to have our homie, the Trailblazer dude, back.
Okay.
Because they're fucking second place.
But are you afraid of them in the playoffs?
Am I afraid of them? They got swept last year, so no. But I'm like, the whole NBA has been turned upside down so far. And I'm wondering, man, do you anticipate that these teams that are in the spot that they're in right now, you know what I'm saying? Golden State Warriors, Portland Trail Blazers, Denver Nuggets, LA Clippers, Oklahoma City Thunder, San Antonio Spurs, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Sacramento Kings. You think that they got a chance to really just make this look very similar, maybe mixed up and matched up in different ways, but very similar coming into the season?
Absolutely not. In fact, I can pull 4 teams that I think have a great chance of dropping out of this top 8. That's the Kings, obviously, Grizzlies, obviously, but the Thunder and the Clippers, I think, could easily drop out.
For who?
I'm thinking Jazz, Lakers, Pelicans, and Rockets.
Rockets are done. I'm just going to let people know. I know everybody thinks that they're not.
Carmelo Anthony leaves, and they go on a 2-win game streak.
The Rockets are done. I know people think that that's not the case, but the Timberwolves are about to go on a big burst. And the Pelicans are done. Don't know if anybody knows that. Utah, also done. They look terrible. Oklahoma City Thunder just whooped up on them not too long ago. They're going to have to be able to beat somebody to get up out of there.
So the Grizzlies are making the playoffs, huh?
No, I think the Grizzlies could fall out. The Kings could fall out. But I pretty much think it's set outside of 2 teams. I would say that the NBA in the West is pretty much going to be locked up that way. I think we could see 2 teams.
Mark it down in pen.
Mark it down in pen. Permanent marker with Sharpie. And all that good stuff. So anyway, you all got some shout outs.
Shout out to Eric Martig.
Shout out to Eric Martig. Yeah, that wasn't my shout out. That was
Paranorm.
Oh, shout out to Paranorm.
Shout out.
Bamboozled.
That's right. That's the music y'all be listening to. Paranorm. He's bamboozled.
Bamboozled.
Any shout outs you want to make, Marcus?
Shout out to these nuts.
Well, that was a good one. Shout out to all you listeners who actually take the time to like. Shout out to all you listeners who actually take the time to listen. And shout out to all you listeners who actually take the time to comment. We appreciate you. And I also appreciate that you let me call you a funky bitch every once in a while.
You funky bitch, you.
Thank you. Oh, yes, we're going to be doing in the field reporting on our YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? Anytime we got an opinion or anytime something pops off, you can bet your goddamn ass we going to be there to talk about it.
First takes.
Lighten your ass up with them first takes. And then we're going to talk about it right here on Tuesdays. And it'll be good fun. So make sure if you really want to get if you have something you want us to talk about, that's the time to really get it in. Say what you got to say. Do what you got to do.
No doubt.
Make that move. Make your next move your best move. We love you, and good night.
Hasta luego, buenas noches.
It just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over again. They just not gonna want that.
Think there's a deeper metaphor there?
Run through a motherfucker face. Then you don't have to worry about them no more.
Billing themselves real Negro delineators, whites couldn't compete with their offensive.
Y'all niggas bamboozled. Y'all niggas bamboozled. Y'all niggas bamboozled. Y'all niggas bamboozled. Boozled. Y'all niggas